it's great to be with you.
It's good to be here.
Man, this night of worship that you did, man, just introducing these new songs, a lot of your community here in Atlanta, just packed into this space.
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know how everyone even fit in here, but we were all here.
But man, what an amazing time. And man, this song that we're talking about we're just chatting a little bit about it, but this lyric is amazing. I love all the metaphors that you're using in this song. And underneath just all the beautiful words, I mean, it's a really profound meaning of just the redemption power of God and how He uses all of these things in our lives. Talk about this a little bit. I just think it's really special and brilliant how you pulled all this together in just such a creative yet like a really singable song.
Yeah, so we wrote this one with Chris Tomlin and Ben Smith, and the morning of the write, I think Ben had come in and he was just thinking about his life. Like, Ben's a guy I've loved worship with since I was 15, and there's just a lot of history there. And at this point in our life, we're still doing a lot of songwriting together. There's a lot of things that feel like these full circle moments where we're doing the same thing that we were doing when we were 15. Obviously not 15 anymore, obviously. So the line that really kind of started all was, you make all things work together, that Romans 8 verse where it talks about God's ability to use all these things that seem unrelated or unusable and somehow make something of them. And in just going off that, we just start talking about relating to God as an artist and seeing Him in that light, a master creator and artist. And you see it in the scripture in Genesis, God creating, and the creative energy of God in the formation of the cosmos. But I think there's also a part of His workmanship in us that it's pretty easy to understand. At the beginning of my life, God knit me together in my mother's womb, and some of those Psalms that talk about that. But then you live a lot of life, and you have a lot of questions, you have a lot of regrets, you have things that you wish you could do differently or redo or just undo, you know what I mean? Like,
totally.
And trusting that God can use those parts of your life still for your good and for something that can bring glory to Him is I think a really liberating thought. And I've thought about this too, like, could you imagine walking in midway through the Mona Lisa and because it wasn't finished yet, say, I don't like that. The color's off. It's kind of, I don't see it. It's not done yet. And we tend to have more grace and less judgment for others and ourselves when we realize, like, oh, I'm like in process. He's like working on me. I'm being formed right now. So that's what the song has kind of done for me, and I hope it does it for other people too. The invitation to trust that, like, God's not done, and He can use it all, and nothing is wasted. He doesn't do waste. Wow. So I just love that. It's been so encouraging for me, and so to sing it in this room with everybody and like declare those type of identity songs it's been a joy. I love it.
Yeah, well, man, it's really beautiful and very encouraging. Walk us through what you're playing. You're capoed 4, is that right?
Yep. Oh yeah, the mighty capo, 4 in B. I'm playing G shape. So, it starts on a 1. Oh, sorry, that's a lie. It starts on a 4. I do this for a living. In my mother's womb, 1, 6. You formed me with your 5. Known and for by you, 1, 6, 5. Before I took a breath. And then it does this little walk up on the pre that also becomes a bridge later on. When I doubt it, Lord, remind me I'm wonderfully made. You're an artist and a potter. I'm the canvas and the clay. That's just a walk up from 2, 3, 4, and then a walk down 6, 5, 4, 1. So both the verses and the pre's are identical, and then the chorus is, you make all things, 4 and then 5, work together, 6, for my future, and then a 1. for my good, you make all things work together for your glory and for your name. So it just does that, and then the bridge is lyrically the combination of the first pre and the second pre. Because who has time to write a fresh bridge? I'm just kidding. But the chords are just to walk down 6, 5, 4, 1, 6, 5. And you just keep that pattern going, and you combine those two pleas. When I doubted, Lord, remind me I'm wonderfully made. You're an artist and a potter. I'm the canvas and the clay. And I know nothing has been wasted, no failure or mistake. 'Cause you're an artist and a potter. I'm the canvas and the clay. And you make all things work together for my future and for my good. You make all things work together for your glory and for your name. And if you're like me, you just sing that for 9 minutes. Because you don't know how to end a song.
Because everyone's in a puddle.
I'm
on
in
the
a
floor.
puddle. So, yeah, it's really simple, and can't wait to lead this one some more, and I hope it really helps people connect in that way.
Feels like there's a sermon in there somewhere. You need to get one of your
Come on,
pastors.
pass the buckets.
Get one of those pastor friends around.
Come here, riff on this for a second. Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Man, thanks so much for sharing it with us. Really beautiful song.
Thanks.
When I doubted, Lord,